What's going on, guys? It's Tony here from Rutles Details, and today we are here with Nick and Mr. Ivan.
Yes, sir.
From DIY Details, and I want to kind of talk a little bit about, your products and mainly ask you questions, how these products can benefit, let's say, mobile detailers, because I focus a lot on mobile detailers, honestly.
Exactly.
That's why I said, let's go outside.
Yeah.
Let's get outside in the elements,
Yeah.
and let's talk about how to use these babies. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I know you for a long time, man, and you are a hero to people setting up mobile detailing setups, right? And Ivan's a big efficiency guy, so let's start with Rinseless Wash.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if you need to have a mobile setup done, contact this man.
Thank you.
Definitely the best in the industry. Not only that, if you're watching this channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give him a thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank
He
you,
needs
Mr.
it. He deserves it.
He doesn't
Same
need
thing.
it. He deserves it.
Deserves
Same
it is a
thing
big
with
word.
DIY Details. Make sure to you guys to go there and subscribe to their channel. Amazing information out there.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. So the Rinseless Wash, for efficiency for the mobile detailer, this is it. You can work out in the sun. If it dries on the surface, you're not going to get water spotting.
Okay.
You don't need a lot of water to do this.
Okay.
Now, we call it Rinseless Wash. A lot of people are confused. It is not a waterless wash.
Okay.
You still will pressure wash first if you have, caked on dirt, etc. like that.
Okay.
But as soon as you're done applying this to the paint, you don't need to rinse it off again. So you're using a lot less water, and it's basically, it is its own drying aid. And if you're a mobile detailer, that means you're charging for your services.
Correct.
You don't want to give your customer more than what they're paying for.
Okay.
So you don't want to use a drying aid every time, because when you do, you're giving them gloss, you're giving them protection that they haven't paid for. Now, if they're paying for it, definitely give them that. But if they haven't, the Rinseless Wash will give you a beautiful, clean wash, just leaves clean behind, doesn't leave anything on the paint, and you'll end up with a much faster, easier service for you.
Gotcha. Awesome. All right, the next product.
Ceramic gloss. Again, for the mobile detailer, this will give you a medium to long-term ceramic protection, 3 to 12 months, depending on how the customer maintains their vehicle, where they drive, where they park it, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
It's super easy to use. You can use this many different ways. So, Nick, what are some of the ways?
Well, the first thing you're going to need to do, Tony, is smell this.
Yeah.
It smells good. I was talking to Rennie Doyle with PNS, and he's actually smelled this product. Someone sent it to him and said, hey, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
So when we were chatting earlier, we were talking about scents. I said, Bead Maker from PNS, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I did say that
Ceramic
too.
gloss, though,
Yeah.
is like right up there for me. And I think it's our best smelling product. It is a drying aid.
Okay.
So you spray on wet paint and you dry it off, right? So if you've rinsed this washed, I like to do one panel at a time as a mobile guy.
Okay.
And then I'll spray one on the panel, one on my towel, and I'll immediately deposit the towel where I've sprayed, right? We don't want anything drying on the paint. Great drying aid, smells amazing. You have total control. I would say you can use a foam cannon outside, but like if I have full control, I want to go one panel at a time with rinseless, if I can get away with it. And so for me, this is part of that precision washing when you're in direct sunlight.
Yeah.
That's why I love ceramic gloss. I think it's a big hit with detailers for sure. You could also just take your car to the car wash and wipe it down with this at the end.
Yeah.
It's shiny. It wipes up, any little drips left, and it's just very versatile and easy to use.
Yeah.
It can also be used as a spray and wipe, so the car is dry, spray, wipe it. Quick detailer for doing door jams, things like that.
Okay.
The other fun way of applying this is actually using your polisher. So if you use a soft wax application pad, you can apply it that way. And that's actually going to give you the most slickness, because you're getting a bit of abrasion from your pad, so it's going to amp up the gloss, amp up the slickness, and at the same time it's going to last longer.
Amazing.
Like, remember, I don't know, it wasn't that long ago, 10 years ago, when a lot of people applied waxes with a soft pad on a machine. Like, no one does that anymore. But there are some things about detailing, I think we've just gone too far in certain directions, where it's like, the technology is phenomenal, but you should try a soft wax application pad.
Yeah.
A soft fine finishing pad with ceramic gloss, just real quick. And the paint will be smoother than if you just wiped it on with a towel. So it's just one of those things that's fun to try. So
Okay.
yeah.
All clean, or all-purpose cleaner. When we sell it in this size bottle, it's pre-diluted, it's ready to use for the exterior of the vehicle, not the interior. It's too powerful for the interior.
Okay.
You need to dilute it again 1-to-1 to use on interior.
Okay.
But as a mobile detailer, you're a professional, you're buying it in gallons. Our gallon is very concentrated. So for wheel cleaning, for heavy grime on the outside, engine bays, you're actually going to use it at 15-to-1.
Okay.
So that 1 gallon is going to give you 16 gallons of usable product.
Wow.
If you're using it for interiors, we actually suggest the rinseless wash for interiors.
Okay.
But if you have stains, whatever, 30 to 1.
30 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for a, smells okay. It is a harsh chemical, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is
It's an
what it
all-purpose cleaner.
Yeah.
It works well, and any detailer out there is going to know, I just want my APC to work.
Yeah.
And All Clean does what you need it to do.
Correct.
For sure.
Yeah. Now, if you're addicted to your pressure washer, you love foaming, you love the pressure washer, you like getting wet, Quick Beadz is the most fun product we have in the line.
Yeah.
Meaning that you've washed the car, you've rinsed the car, you apply Quick Beadz by spraying it on the surface, letting it sit for 30 seconds to 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and then pressure wash it or use a garden hose, but you can pressure wash it to activate it. It's
Yeah.
a water-activated graphene ceramic sealant.
Okay.
We won't say coating, it's not there yet.
Yeah.
But it's going to last, again, 3 to 12 months, depending on how the vehicle is used, maintained, cared for. But it makes drying so much easier.
Okay.
It makes your paint so slick that the water just wants to fall off of it, and one pass with the drying towel and you're done.
Yeah, actually, like I already tried this product and I love it. It's really nice. You guys can check it out on Instagram.
Yeah.
I got a couple reels right there about this product. Really nice.
Thank you. The iron remover, just like everyone's iron remover, it doesn't smell the greatest, but it's not that bad of a smell. We have also incorporated a couple other things into our iron remover. There's a few surfactants in there, and what that does is you can use this as a clay lube.
Okay.
Now, especially for mobile detailers, you don't want to be carrying a lot of products.
Correct.
And a lot of people will go through a whole bottle of iron remover on a car. We go through less than an ounce because we
Wow.
apply it in a different way. Instead of spraying the car everywhere, you apply it to our perforated synthetic decontamination towel.
Okay.
So we don't say clay towel because it's not clay. People think clay, immediately paint is scratched.
Yeah.
With our perforated decontamination towel, you put it in your wash bucket, you get it nice and soaked up with either your rinseless wash or your soap. Then your car is already soaped down or has a rinseless wash on it. One spray on the towel, one spray on the panel. Deposit the clay or the decontamination towel where you put the spray, and then you use that as your clay lube.
Right.
It makes it a lot more efficient because iron remover, if you just spray it on the car, watch the bleeding, it's beautiful,
Yeah.
it's great. You're also watching your wallet bleed at the same time. What this does is you're removing that iron, that chunk of iron.
Yeah.
You're taking it out of the equation. The decontamination towel has plucked it off the paint. Now the iron remover, all it has to deal with is the stain, the rust stain that's left behind.
Yeah.
So it's going to work a lot faster, a lot better, and you're going to use a lot less product.
That's great.
So Nick was mentioning Incredipole suds.
Incredible sauce.
Have you tried this?
Yes.
You've tried it.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's good.
So first of all, it smells like grapes.
Yep.
Good grapes, not bad grapes. Smells like grapes, super thick formulation, and hyper concentrated, meaning that in your foam cannon, 1 ounce is all you need. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 12.
Yeah.
1 ounce,
ounce.
to 32 ounces of water, you'll get shaving cream on the car.
Yep.
In your wash bucket, 4 gallons of water, 2 capfuls or 1 ounce is all you need. You don't need any more than that to get, again, really thick, highly lubricated suds.
Awesome.
And it rinses away clean. So it's not leaving a lot of stuff on the paint.
Correct. What we got next?
Crystal clear glass cleaner.
Okay.
Do you enjoy cleaning glass?
Not really.
No.
What do you use to clean glass?
I use, honestly, alcohol and water.
Okay.
Alcohol and water?
Yeah.
Like 70% isopropyl alcohol?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
Just at the grocery store?
I'd
Or
50-50.
Yeah.
50-50?
Yeah, I
So
do
you
a 50.
dilute that, or where
I
do you?
dilute it, like just use DI water
Yep.
and alcohol. I mix it 50-50 and that's what I use.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has alcohol in it. One thing that's slightly different, we also have lubricators in it. So it's going to make your towel glide easier along the
Okay.
glass, and it's not going to evaporate as quickly. So you have time to clean the glass and not get streaks because of the evaporation.
It has
Okay.
nice dwell time, because I've never used glass cleaners as a detailer, right?
Right.
I prefer rinseless wash
Okay.
or alcohol, right? Before we started this company, it has dwell time and lots of lubrication. So if you feel like buying a glass cleaner, obviously we'd like to sell you some, but I want you to use what works for you. Just know that this is not the same as what you're used to using. At
Okay.
least I wasn't because I would
Yeah.
buy a glass cleaner and I'd be like, I don't need this. I truly like our glass
Yeah,
cleaner.
exactly.
We had to come out with one because people want glass cleaners.
have
But
to use that one.
I actually use it, right? And I'm a skeptic, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll use whatever I've got.
Yep.
But the glass cleaner works great.
Yeah.
So
okay.
anyway, the dwell time and lubrication is what I like about it.
Okay.
Tree sap remover. The name sort of tells you what it does, but it works both on deciduous and coniferous trees. So if you have palm trees, if you have pine trees, if you have maple trees, they decide to use your car as a depository for their sap, you can remove it with this quite easily. The other thing that it does is remove tar.
Okay.
So it's a solvent, it's going to break that down quite easily. One product we don't have here that we need to talk about, it has the same color label, so I'll keep this one here.
Okay.
But that's our water spot remover. And water spot remover is the industry accepted name for it, but it's not going to remove water spots. It's going to remove the minerals that cause the water spots.
Oh, okay.
If you have, if you have that scar that the water spot caused, you're going to have to polish that off. But if you polish it without using the water spot remover first, it's not going to be as effective.
Okay.
And there's one other use that any ceramic coated car should have water spot remover close to it a couple times a year.
Okay.
So you're in Virginia, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in Virginia, they sometimes get snow, you sometimes
Yep.
get salt on the roads.
Yes.
The coatings in the spring, they're dead on the sides.
Correct. Yep.
Water spot remover is going to remove those minerals that we picked up from the road, clean them off, and revive your coating.
Got it.
The water beading just snaps back.
Yep.
You have to kind of experience it
Okay.
to believe it, but it's actually a magic product. So
Yeah.
it's,
And there's nothing in it to gloss or protect your paint. It's just the fact that it removes all the minerals.
Okay.
Interior Clean and Protect. As the name says, it's actually a really good cleaner. A lot of people, these combined products, they don't always clean well. This actually cleans very well.
Okay.
And the protection is not gloss. We're not leaving a dressing behind. What we're protecting against is dust. So it's anti-static. It's leaving a bit of protection. It's leaving a bit of sheen, not a shine. And it's anti-static. And it smells great.
this is the kind of product that you might want to sell your customers as a maintenance product. It's really, really nice smelling.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, like, for a DIY person at home, Interior Clean and Protect is phenomenal because they can get your car detailed from Tony at Rosales Details, and then they can keep it nice with that product, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get some of that stuff to keep it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So interior ceramic.
Yeah.
We're all about ceramic coating the outside of the vehicles, but then we neglect the inside. If you have a new car, if you have vegan leather, if you have a white interior that's coming back, I thought that died in the late 70s, but no, it's back. This is a ceramic coating for every surface of your interior.
Okay.
From the carpets to cloth seats to leather to vegan leather to vinyl to plastics, the fake wood on the dash, the piano trim, even your nav screen.
Okay.
You protect your whole interior with this. The only place you do not put it is on your windows
Okay.
because you do not want hydrophobic windows.
Yeah.
So,
I did use this one in my living room.
right,
Yeah, in my sofa. So.
my shoes.
Yeah, the shoes as well.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. What else do we have here? Panel prep. So before ceramic coating, you always need to make sure that that panel is pristine. There's no oils, there's no grease from your fingers on it, there's no waxes. This is the one to do it. Also, like our glass cleaner, very lubricated. So
Okay.
it goes on easy. It's not grabby. Alcohol based, but there's other solvents and surfactants in there that make it so that it gets rid of everything we want off the paint.
And a little secret for you mobile details out there who want the best of everything. If you're ever fighting a streak, like on an interior windshield in the sun, and you just can't, nothing is working, panel prep, right? Panel prep will save the day on that driver's side, and you're exhausted, and the detail's almost over, and it's in that little cranny, and then you go back around the windshield, and you keep seeing the sun. If nothing else works, panel prep is that sort of magic product. So,
Okay.
Our tire lotion. Everybody likes tire dressing. Your detail is not done until the tires are dressed.
Correct.
Exactly, right? You can have a dirty car, clean the tires, put tire dressing on it, it'll look good. Our tire dressing, solvent-based, it goes on easily, it spreads well, will leave a nice matte, dark tire.
Okay.
If you want a glazed donut, put a second coat on a couple minutes later. 5 minutes after you've applied it, you can touch it with your fingers, it's dry.
Okay.
No sling, it's not going anywhere, it wears well, it will last a long time.
Yeah.
Tire dressings obviously are the better you clean the tires, the longer they'll last.
Correct. Yes.
So
And here's my advice to mobile detailers, because it is solvent based. You don't want to like spray it willy-nilly on a customer's really fancy driveway. So where some guys like to spray it on a tire, I like to put it on an applicator or a brush is our preferred method.
Exactly.
One time, a long time ago with a different product, I had a guy call me back, and it was like the most pockmarked, nasty driveway ever.
Right.
And he was the guy who said that I left permanent damage on his driveway and I ended up giving him the detail for free. Very wealthy guy with a horrible driveway, but he was the guy who told me I damaged his driveway. So I know you have a lot of like really, really hardworking detailers who watch your channel, right?
Yes.
So I'm just speaking to them as a former mobile guy myself. Like,
Got it.
you know, use an applicator to apply it. Don't just spray it willy-nilly on a driveway in direct sunlight.
Next up, the gold standard polish. So the gold, have you used it yet?
Yes, I used that one already, yeah.
Yeah, so the gold standard polish, you'll notice one very different characteristic from any other polish. It has a sprayer with it.
The sprayer.
The sprayer does a lot of things for you. First of all, it's metering. So if you have employees, you can tell them to put 3 or 4 drops on the pad, right? How big are the drops? No one ever knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for some employees, it'll be the size of a pea. Others, they put grapefruits on there.
Correct.
So whereas this, one pull of the trigger is the same for everyone. And you use a lot less of it. So how many drops do you normally put on a pad when you're using another polish?
I normally do like 4 drops.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 drops, one pull of the trigger of this. Oh, let's open it up, sorry. That's the size of your drops, right?
Yeah.
So that's the size of the drops. That's all we're putting on the pad. So you're using a quarter of that's all we're putting on the pad. So you're using a quarter of the polish than you'd normally use.
Yeah, we are saving a lot of product.
You're saving a lot of product, a lot of time. And spraying it on makes it so that your pads now have thousands of little drops on them instead of 4 drops. So as soon as you touch the pad to the paint, it's starting to work everywhere.
Something that I really like is when you let go the trigger, spray, and it's an even application. I love that.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Yeah.
Like, I watch detailers online, and they'll try it and they'll just spray a little glob. And the pad's got to be moving, so I run my pad at maybe high speed and then I let it go. And as it's on the last half, you know, the last 50% of when it's going to move before it just stops, I do a firm trigger pull. You don't have to do it so dramatically, but a firm trigger pull onto the moving pad, and it will just disperse in this really nice pattern. Once you figure it out, it's genius. It's not. It sounds too good to be true until you figure it out. So yes.
And it's a polish that you can use outside. It's a polish that has a really long working time.
Yes, I noticed that.
And it's super easy to wipe off. I like to use our Rinseless Wash. So a towel dampened in Rinseless Wash to do the initial wipe, and then a dry towel to just get the last little residue up.
Got it.
And finally, pièce de résistance, the coatings.
Coatings.
Yeah. So we have 3 ceramic coatings. Let's get them, put them in order here. Okay. Of course, the last one I pick up is the first one we needed. This is our 3-year graphene coating.
Okay.
Now, it's actually going to last a lot longer than 3 years. All our coatings are polysiloxane, SiC, so silicon carbide, SiN, silicon nitride, and SiO2 based. So all of them have those 4 ingredients.
Okay.
In various forms, or not forms, but percentages. Our 3-year has graphene. Now, graphene, if you've experienced a true graphene coating, because a lot of people just use graphene as a marketing term.
Okay.
It's there, it's not there. Graphene, when it's done right, is going to help prevent, not eliminate, help prevent water spotting.
Okay.
And at the same time, what the graphene does is give you a really tight water bead.
Okay.
So, but graphene, if you've seen, there's images online, it looks like a matrix, right? Well,
like a honeycomb?
Yeah, like a honeycomb that it forms over the surface, and it does do that.
Okay.
But over time, that matrix is going to break down through different things, through fracturing from hot and cold cycles. It's also going to break down because people wash their cars, they scratch it. We don't see the scratches, but it's micro scratching on the surface. The aspect of what the graphene does after 3 years isn't going to be there anymore.
Okay.
The coating is still going to be beading, it's still going to be sheeting, and it's still going to be protecting you, the chemical protection. But the aspect that we're paying for, the graphene, that's why we give it the number 3 for 3 years.
Okay.
The 5-year coating, this is Nick's favorite.
Okay.
Because of?
It is incredibly glossy.
Yeah.
It is a very beefy coating. I'll take it out of the bottle. I just want to make sure that it gets its moment in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To mix metaphors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our 5-year coating, man, this is professional grade. So we have how-to videos with the scan.
The scan.
Yeah, every bottle has a QR code
Yep.
that, first of all, as a professional, brings you to the SDS sheet. Next, you have access to the videos, etc.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I love the slickness of our 3-year graphene, and I love the self-cleaning of our 8-year coating, the longevity and the self-cleaning properties of it. But for me, this is the money for me, because visually, this is going to be the most striking of the coatings in terms of gloss. Now, I think anybody out there, if you put it side by side, nobody will be able to tell the difference.
No.
Unless you're a crazy hyper-trained detailer like we are.
Yeah.
They're all going to be amazing. But this is a professional grade coating, and it feels like one when you install it.
Quick question: is this good for mobile detailers?
Definitely. First of all, it has a long open time, 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the humidity.
Okay.
The other thing is, 1 hour after it's installed, it can be pouring rain. It can be snowing. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
So as long as you have that 1 hour window, you're good. It's one application. It's not 2 coats. It's not 3 coats. Single application. You can work panel by panel, or if you're quick, the temperature is nice, you can do half the car before you start leveling the coating.
And that's true for all of our coatings. So
Yeah.
all of them can be sent in an hour.
Okay.
You know, after an hour, it's safe to send them.
If you can keep it overnight, great. But if you have that time constraint, you can use it. Like any other coating in the world, give it 7 days before you wash it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give a tip to your all your viewers here.
Okay.
People needlessly throw away towels after doing ceramic coatings. Every coating manufacturer will tell you don't wash it for a week. The reason they tell you don't wash it for a week is very simple. Surfactants will damage an uncured coating.
Oh, okay.
In the same vein, you're finished applying your coating. Take your applicator, take the towels that you use to level, throw them in your wash bucket that's full of surfactants. Let them sit there for a half hour. That will stop the curing process of the ceramic, break it down, wash your towels like normal, they're new again.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because too many detailers throw away coating,
Yes.
throw away towels after doing a coating.
Okay.
It's just needless to waste all those towels.
We can use them somewhere else. Like. Yeah,
Oh, you can use them to do another coating if you want.
Really?
Oh, seriously.
Okay.
It literally resets the towel.
Oh, okay.
You're not giving the ceramic time to cross-link,
Okay.
so it's done.
We get so in our heads about only using fresh, brand new towels for coating jobs. I know I've been like that my whole career. But I've spent so many dozens of hours with Ivan in the shop, and you start to understand what is acceptable and what is actually okay. And our previous coating towels we'll use on the next coating job once they've been washed. So don't be afraid of that, right? We want to save you guys some money. Like this polish, using 1 spray instead of 4, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Use your towels over again. Like, I don't know. Do what's best for you, but just know that if you take care of your stuff and you listen to
last.
Ivan, and you can save money and be more efficient. Again, from the doubter,
Yeah.
listen to this guy.
So our 8-year
Seriously.
coating. The 8-year coating, top of the line, obviously. What we're going for in this one is self-cleaning ability.
Okay.
So your customer that doesn't like washing their car, it's going to be glossy, it's going to be slick, it's going to bead water, obviously. It's not going to bead as well as the 3-year, it's not going to be as glossy as the 5-year, but unless they're literally side by side on the same panel, you'll never see the difference. But as a detailer, as a trained eye, look at the gloss on that one. This one, you're going to get gloss, you're going to get slickness, you're going to get the water beading, and you're going to get longevity. And
Amazing.
most importantly, self-cleaning ability. It's not going to clean itself, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's the one that if you have the 3 side by side on a panel and you just break out the pressure washer, a very dirty panel, the 8-year is going to come out cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
We can talk about our products all day long, man. We're just
I know.
grateful that you gave us a chance to tell people about them.
yeah.
I know that
Definitely.
when we were starting on YouTube, we've been in contact for years on my
Yes.
Hawk Pro Detailing
Yeah.
channel,
Yep.
and I've watched you grow, and I'm just, man, it's so cool to see all
Yeah.
your all your
Amazing,
results.
guys.
Yeah.
So once again, subscribe.
Same thing over here,
Yeah.
guys. So, all right, guys, there you guys have it. The entire product line, from DIY, and it says DIY, but professional
Well,
detailers.
professional
are using,
detailers are doing it themselves.
Correct.
When you go out to do a detail, who's doing it?
Me.
You.
Yeah.
So you're doing it yourself.
Correct.
Yeah.
There you go.
It works. I mean, at first it was sort of a stretch to explain that to people, but it's true. Like,
Yeah.
And there's a DIY mentality in all of us as detailers,
that's
right?
right, yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go out and create something for myself. I'm gonna work hard enough to change my life, you know, to make an impact in my own financial future and in the impact on my car. And so I think DIY transcends just teaching your dad or brother how to clean their car.
That's right. All right, guys.
Thanks a lot,
Thank
sir.
you so much. I really
brother.
appreciate you guys. All right,
you,
guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.